Hey folks, Rick again. Here's a maple tree behind me. It's going to be that time of the year. So I'm going to tap some trees on my property. It's going to be my first attempt at doing this. So this is going to be probably more of a how not to do this than a how to do this. So I'll make my first attempt at tapping some trees. I've got probably 6, 8, maybe 10 that I can tap. I've got mostly pines on my property, pine trees on my property. So I've been waiting for years to have enough maple trees to tap. So I'm finally getting to the point where I can tap some of these. So let's tap a few and see what we get as a result. Okay, this tree's big enough where I can put in a couple of taps. I'm going to put one in right around here somewhere, about 4 feet up. And it's going to be under a good sized branch up there. I'll show you the branches in a minute. It'll be underneath a good sized branch up there. And then I'll put another one over here under another branch there. And these are south facing. I think these are probably the best places to put these two taps. Well, the sap's already running. Well, you can probably see it. If it'll focus, there we go. It's not dripping out too fast now, but it was coming out fast when I was drilling. So the sap's already running. All right, so I've got the hole drilled. I'm going to place this tap in. You can tell it's all the way in when you hear that little kind of a hard thud. Now watch, you're going to see it's already dripping. So I got to get the bucket under that. So what I forgot to do was heat up the line here to fit over the spout. So I'm hoping it'll fit. Are you coming to help me with the maple trees?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. You gonna help me tap them? No. You gonna go to the store instead? Hey. Give me a kiss.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. So.
These are cool.
Yeah. See, we're gonna.
What are these?
See here, we're gonna tap the trees and make maple syrup. You like maple syrup, don't you?
Mommy.
I
You
know.
hold that.
Okay. Are you gonna go look? Look at the bucket.
Come right into the bucket.
Yeah, come here. See? Do you see the sap? The maple sap dripping?
Coming?
Yep.
That's cool.
Why is that? Why is it going so slow?
Well, because there's not a lot of sap dripping out of it right now.
Will it just drip like that?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was, well, I guess I did know it was clear, but maple syrup isn't. So.
No.
Oh, it goes in here to there.
Yep.
It goes there to here.
Yep.
It goes all the way down.
Then you can put it
Yeah.
on your waffles.
Ooh, what's that hammer doing there?
I use that to tap. See the spout here?
Look up.
See the spout right here? I use the hammer to tap that in.
Tap what in?
This goes into the tree, and then the sap flows.
Oh, if it that comes in the different places.
Yep.
And these
Yeah.
branches. They
The
come in
branches?
They come these
Uh-huh.
up in the tree.
Yep.
They come from those.
So tree number 1 is done. I got the 2 taps going to the 2 buckets. So should be able to see this one dripping. And it looks like it might have stopped. It was dripping real fast just a minute ago. Same with this one. But so the line comes down, goes into the bucket here. And you can see it dripping. So today's a pretty cool day, probably mid-30s. So a little bit over freezing, a little bit above freezing. So these aren't going to drip like crazy, I guess. Tomorrow's supposed to be warm, up around 40. So these buckets might be full by the end of the day tomorrow. And it's supposed to get cold. So I don't expect a whole lot of production over the coming week, because it's going to be too cool. But I'm set up anyway, so we'll go to the next tree. This one isn't too big. It's probably what, a little over a foot in diameter. So I think I'll put 1 tap in this one. The other tree, the first tree, that was at least 2 foot in diameter, maybe 2.5 feet. That was large enough for 2 taps. This one's not as big, so we'll just go with the 1 tap. All right, now you should be able to hear the tapping, and then when I get all the way in, you hear a little bit of a thud, a little bit of a solid sound to it. Here we go. One thing I want to do is make sure this is set in the snow good. To help hold it. Fix the snow on the side. Put the cover on it. A little bit of snow to weigh it down. So there's a good sized tree there. That looks like a maple to me. I could be wrong, but that looks like a maple. So now I gotta find a way to get over there, because it's on the other side of the brook. I'm gonna have to go a long way around. I think there's a closer bridge not too far from where I am now, but it's not safe. So I'm gonna have to go all the way around. All right, that one's done. And I stopped to do this one on the way to the big one I showed you across the brook. So I'm on the same side of the brook, and that tree is way out there somewhere. So we'll go to that one next. All right, so this is the final tree. This is the one that was across the brook. It's kind of all by itself. So let's get this one tapped, and then we'll be done. Now, I'm going to tap it on this side. This is the south side. All of these trees are right along the tree line for the yard, so they'll get plenty of sun. I do have some other maple trees out in the woods out here that I could tap. There's a few out there. I have mostly pine, but there's a few out there I could tap, but they're not going to produce well because they're so deep in the woods. So I'm going to stick with these that get the sunlight. So let's finish it up. So this one's got a nice natural bucket holder. All those branches are there in the way, so I just left them, put the bucket right in between. So those are holding the bucket right in place. So now this other one, the other trunk here, I got to try to tap. I want to tap it on this side, on the sunny side. Oh, no, never mind. This one may not produce too well because it's no good. So we'll skip that. So I'm not sure about this one, if this will produce or not. It is dripping. So we'll see. I didn't even notice this tree was taken down like that. That was from a nice storm several years ago. And these trees, you can kind of see under the snow there, those came down. Took the rest of that maple with it. All right. I guess I can try to find one more maple. All right, here's the last tree that was tapped. I think my camera was full, had no memory left, so it kept shutting off on me. But anyway, that's done. So we'll head in. So we're back at tree number 1. Let's see if it'll focus. There. So we're back at tree number 1. And what I did is, you can see these 2 taps. And we'll go over here first. So we got this tap right here. Follow it up. It's under that branch. So the theory, I believe, I'm not sure, is that more sap will run up there to feed that branch. Same thing here. Run it up. It's under that branch. So I think that's the theory. But you experts can tell me if I'm wrong or not, or right or not. All right, so we got this tree tapped. We got, there's a 2 or 3 way down the other end there, and then the 1, 2, 3 across the brook. I think there's more, but I only have 8 buckets, and that's enough for now. All right, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.